Hello everyone, welcome again to our channel Study Easy. In my last video, I gave you overview of syllabus of Ed.Cet. Today, I am going to share some tips and tricks to attend the question paper completely and get good marks. So in Ed.Cet, the number of questions are 150 and the time limit is 120 minutes. Since it is an online exam, the time limit will be set in your system. So to attempt all questions, first and foremost requirement is your preparation level. That is, you must be thorough in your preparation so that in less time you can answer many questions. The strategy which I am going to share is 20, 60, 40. The meaning of this is we are dividing our complete time of 120 minutes into 3 slots or 3 sessions. First slot or session is of 20 minutes. The second slot or session is of 60 minutes. The third slot or session is of 40 minutes. Okay. So in the first 20 minutes, go through the question paper completely from question 1 to question 150. Just to give a glance or scan by your eyes. By doing so, you must be able to answer at least 50 questions which are to be answered. Generally, that doesn't require much thinking. For example, so these questions I have taken from the last year. So this is a question from Physical Science, Chapter 13, Chemical Reaction, which was asked in last year. So symbol for sodium element is, answer is Na, right? It is very easy. You can answer it in within 10 seconds or 20 seconds. It doesn't take much time. And one more question, if you can see, it is also from physics. Sound do not travel in. This is also from Physical Science, Chapter 5, Sound. Sound do not travel in vacuum, water, wood, air. The answer is vacuum, right? So answer is very simple. So these questions take less time and doesn't require much thinking. So should be answered in the first 20 minutes. One more question which I have taken is from the 5th subject area, computer awareness. A computer converts data into, first option is chart, second is information, third is input output, fourth is software. The answer is obviously the information. Right? And one more question I have taken is from GK. Which Indian state is known for its traditional dance form called Perini? A, Tamil Nadu, second option Kerala, third Karnataka, fourth Telangana. Which is the correct answer? Telangana. So these questions are very easy, doesn't require much thinking. So this should be answered in the first session. So by the end of the first slot, that is nothing but by the end of 20 minutes, at least you must be able to answer 50 questions. You must attempt 50 questions. And why am I telling you to scan the question paper initially? Because after exam, many of them regret that some questions were very easy, but due to lack of time, we could not attempt. So to avoid those regrets, follow this strategy. Okay. So in the next slot of 60 minutes, attempt the remaining complete question paper. Read all the remaining questions very carefully and answer them. But each question should not take more than a minute. Try to answer each question in about 50 seconds or less. Okay, but don't attempt questions which require more time, which require calculations, questions which require time to recall. Don't answer those questions. Categorize those difficult questions. How to categorize? Yeah. How to categorize the question? Since it is an online exam, either you can mark on system as mark for review, or else you will be provided with rough paper. In that rough paper, write question numbers of difficult questions so that you can directly go to that particular question rather than scanning the question paper completely. It's up to you. Either mark it for review in the system itself, or on the rough paper, what you do, you make a column and write the difficult questions, whatever the questions you feel as difficult, whether it's 25, 27, so that you can directly go to that particular question instead of scanning the complete question paper. But in the 60 minutes, you must attempt at least 80 questions. By the end of the second slot, you must be able to attempt how many questions? 80 questions. Now you are left with how many questions? 20 questions. And the time slot is how much? 40 minutes are left. Okay. So in the third slot or third session, generally mathematics questions which require time to solve should be attempted. Some mathematics questions doesn't require time. Some require time. Based on your preparation, you categorize those questions either in the second session or the third session. So total, how many minutes? Total, how many minutes are there? You're having 120 minutes, right? And the questions are how many questions which you can attempt? 150 questions. So if you plan it very carefully, you can easily answer those questions in 120 minutes. Here in the third session, for example, let's take a previous year question from mathematics. Okay, among the following, a number which is exactly divisible by 8. So these are the 4 options. A number is said to be divisible by 8 if any 2 conditions are met. What is the first condition? That the 3 digits should be 0. The last 3 digits should be 0. Okay, the last 3 digits should be 0. So here we don't find any 3 digits are 0. So this condition is not met. The second condition is the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8. Here you can see the last 3 digits are not divisible by 8 here, but in the fourth option you can see that the last 3 digits are divisible by 8. See here, 456 if you divide by 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 5s are 40. You are left with 5. 8 7s are 56. So it is exactly divisible by 8. So this number is exactly divisible by 8. Okay, and the next question I have taken is 2 power 7x minus 7 is equal to 1. Then the value of x is how much? So here we can write 2 power 7x minus 7 as 2 power 0 because 1 is nothing but 2 power 0. 2 power 0 is 1. Now the bases are same and so the power should be equal. So 7x minus 7 is equal to 0. If minus 7 goes there, it is 7x plus 7. 7x is equal to 7. Next, x is how much? 7 by 7, which is equal to 1. Right? So the option is 1. And one more question I have taken from the sets. If A is, these 3 questions are from the previous year itself. If A is x such that x belongs to n, x is greater than 2 but less than or equal to 7, then the rooster form of set A is. So here, in sets, two forms are there: set builder form and the roster form. So we have to find the roster form. Here all four options are in roster form, but it is very simple. X is greater than 2. So which option is greater than 2? Here this is the option which is greater than 2. So these two. But what is they are telling? It should be less than or equal to 7. So this is the only one which satisfies. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I meant to tell you is that some questions in mathematics require less time and some questions require more time, like from geometry, mensuration, polynomial, trigonometry. It's up to you. Either you categorize in the second slot or third slot. So in the first slot of 20 minutes, in the first slot of 20 minutes, you have attempted how many questions? 50 questions. In the second slot of 60 minutes, you have attempted how many questions? 80 questions. Okay. And in the final slot, you are left with 40 minutes and the questions are how many? Left 20 questions. Okay. So also, if you are fast enough in calculation, so instead of 40 minutes, you can finish the third slot in 30 minutes. And in 10 minutes, you can check your paper or you can review your paper. So based on your ability, you can do as fast as possible and save your time for recheck. Okay, and right now I have taken only few questions. In my next video, I'll be solving previous Ed.Cet questions. So subscribe my channel to watch all my next videos. That's it. Hope you liked the video and found it helpful. Thank you.